Hold up, wait a minute. Floyd Mayweather just took things to a whole new level by attacking NBA YoungBoy's pregnant wife, and now he's losing it on her. Sources are spilling the tea, and it all went down at a private family gathering. So get this. Yaya apparently ran up on YoungBoy's current wife, Jazin, fully aware that she's pregnant. But it wasn't just some heated words, oh no. Witnesses are saying Yaya didn't stop at the yelling. She actually laid hands on her. And let's not forget, Yaya is also pregnant with YoungBoy's child. What a mess. Alright, NBA YoungBoy is done playing Mr. Nice Guy. Insiders are revealing he's fuming behind closed doors, talking about lawsuits, full-on cutting ties, and finally putting an end to whatever sick hold Yaya still has on his life. But let's be real, this didn't just happen out of nowhere. Yaya has reportedly been spiraling for weeks, totally losing it, feeling jealous and convinced that YoungBoy's new wife stole him right from under her. And with both women now pregnant? Fans are saying this isn't just messy, it's a complete disaster. And here's the deal, this is no longer petty gossip. It's full-blown war. But hold up, for those of you who don't know who Yaya Mayweather is, let me break it down. So, Yaya Mayweather? Yeah, that's Floyd Mayweather's daughter. And NBA YoungBoy? Well, he might not have ever been in the NBA, but he sure knows how to rap, you know, for the aunties out there. If you've been keeping up with the mess that is Yaya and NBA YoungBoy from day one, then you already know their drama runs deeper than a rabbit hole. But honey, this is next-level chaos. Even after he went and married a whole other woman, Yaya Mayweather didn't let go. No. Sources are saying she was still creeping around, secretly seeing him behind that woman's back. And don't get it twisted, this wasn't just some casual hangout. Allegedly, Yaya was still getting busy with him, and the plot thickens. No shame about it. Yaya got herself pregnant without protection, and now she's expecting. But wait, it gets messy, eh? YoungBoy's wife? Yeah, she's also pregnant with their third child. That's right, NBA YoungBoy has two women pregnant at the same time, y'all. At the same time. But here's where it really gets crazy. Even after he walked down the aisle with another woman, Yaya was still showing up like nothing was wrong. She wasn't backing down. Nope. Yaya still tried to claim her territory, acting like she was the one he really wanted. Talk about drama. Yaya was out here acting like she was still entitled to him, like that wedding ring didn't even matter. But what she didn't see coming, while she was still creeping around with NBA YoungBoy, he went and got his wife Jazin pregnant too. And the second that bombshell dropped, Yaya lost it. People close to her are saying she went off on anyone and everyone, cutting people off left and right, blowing up behind closed doors, and making it crystal clear that she was not okay with any of it. Talk about a meltdown. Now, the real drama went down with Jazin. According to multiple insiders, Yaya didn't just get mad, she tried to fight Jazin over the pregnancy. And let's not forget, she's also pregnant with NBA YoungBoy's child. Yes, you heard that right. Yaya allegedly tried to jump his wife just because they were both pregnant at the same time. The audacity of a whole married wife, y'all. But that's when everything took a turn. Everyone already knew Yaya had a history of taking it too far when it came to NBA YoungBoy, but putting her hands on his wife? That sent shockwaves through the entire fanbase. And trust me, people are talking. It wasn't just messy, it was flat out unhinged. And now, people are saying this isn't even the worst of it. Behind the scenes, things are getting uglier by the minute. And based on how Yaya is moving, it looks like she's not done yet. Nope. This might just be the start of a full-on meltdown, and trust me, it's about to go down in front of everybody. But honestly, maybe we should have seen this coming. Because when it comes to NBA YoungBoy, Yaya has always had a habit of stirring up some wild chaos. Yaya has always been ready to fight, and honestly, can we blame her? Being the daughter of a whole boxer, we know she's got hands. But this isn't some new behavior. Oh no. Back in 2020, she was arrested after things got way out of hand at YoungBoy's Houston home. And trust me, it wasn't just a screaming match this time. She actually stabbed Leotra Jacobs, who was rumored to be his girlfriend at the time. Girl, seriously? Why does he always have another woman on the side? Look, if he doesn't want you, just let it go. But nope, the whole thing landed Yaya in some serious legal trouble. And it made it crystal clear just how far she's willing to go when she feels threatened or pushed to the edge. It's definitely giving daddy issues, right? So here's what went down. Yaya shows up, sees Leotra there, and things escalate real quick. According to reports, she pulled a knife and went straight for her, right there in the house. Leotra was hurt so badly, she had to undergo emergency surgery. Yeah, it was that serious. The whole situation landed Yaya in hot water. She ended up pleading guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And instead of doing jail time, she got slapped with 6 years of probation. That was one of the first public signs that Yaya was willing to go all the way for YoungBoy. And guess what? The obsession hasn't slowed down one bit. But the real kicker? It wasn't just the fight that had people talking. It was YoungBoy's reaction. Instead of cutting ties with Yaya or distancing himself from her drama, he did the exact opposite. He put her right on the cover of his album. Talk about a statement. The album? 38 Baby 2. Yeah, that move had everybody shook. Was YoungBoy really sticking by Yaya, sending some kind of twisted message? Or was he just out here playing mind games with all the women in his life? The plot thickens, y'all. Now, with fresh rumors swirling that Yaya might be pregnant again, fans are looking back at that moment with a whole new perspective. Her altercation with Leotra is being brought up once again, and people are seriously questioning just how lucky Leotra was to make it out alive. Because when you think about it, it could have gone a whole lot worse. When you compare it to how things went down with Jason, it almost feels like Leotra got off easy. Yaya didn't hold back with her, but the rage? That was still there. And if there's one thing we all know by now, it's that Yaya does not play when it comes to NBA YoungBoy. Even if he's really not hers to fight for, honey, it's giving toxic energy. And as wild and toxic as Yaya can be, it's not hard to see where it all comes from. She grew up in a world where chaos was the norm, with Floyd Mayweather as her father. Her childhood, surrounded by wealth, fame, endless fighting, and cameras never turning off. Yaya never had to worry about material things, but people have always wondered what was really happening emotionally behind those closed doors. Floyd was constantly in the spotlight, always on the move, and his relationships? Let's just say they were always making headlines, and not for the best reasons. There were public fallouts, accusations, and a pattern of dysfunction that seemed to unfold live in front of the world. Now, watching Yaya get tangled up in the same mess with NBA YoungBoy, it's hard not to feel like she's stuck in that very same cycle. Different man, same chaos. And as soon as she started making headlines for her own choices, the connection to her upbringing became crystal clear. She's just repeating the same drama her father lived out in front of the cameras. Not long after her probation kicked off in late 2020, Yaya got a tattoo of NBA YoungBoy's face on her arm. Yeah, that was her way of proving loyalty, showing the world that no matter what happened, she was still his. Even when people dragged her for it, called her obsessed, and warned her to walk away, Yaya kept right on showing up. She posted him, defended him, and stayed by his side, no matter how chaotic things got or how many times he moved on with someone else. Talk about ride or die. She never really let go. But to be fair, it's not like all that loyalty was one-sided. NBA YoungBoy definitely kept her in the picture. Literally, like her picture on his album, even while he was building a life with someone else. He knew exactly what he was doing. He just kept stringing her along, playing with her emotions, and messing with her mind. And let's be real, he had no intention of letting go either. It was toxic from both sides. Just a couple of months ago, right after Yaya's 25th birthday, NBA YoungBoy went and bought her a Lamborghini truck, while being a whole married man. Yeah, you heard that right. And that move? It sent the internet into a frenzy because it made it crystal clear that no matter how much he seems to move on, he never really lets Yaya go. It's giving polyamorous, right? But the drama didn't stop with the gifts or the rumors. Oh no, fans and bloggers were all over it, tracking every move and picking apart every little detail. You'd think this was a reality show, the way people were eating it all up. The speculation never really went away. Some people insisted that Yaya and YoungBoy were just co-parenting. Others were convinced they were still seeing each other behind the scenes. And either way, the public couldn't help but watch the chaos unfold in real time. They just couldn't look away. YoungBoy's unpredictability only made things worse. One day he's playing the role of a husband with Jason. The next he's showing Yaya all the attention, leaving fans and haters alike trying to make sense of his every move. Talk about a walking drama show. He kept giving her that attention, making her feel like she mattered, like she was still special to him. And that constant back and forth? It had everyone guessing, while Yaya stayed stuck right in the middle of the spotlight. When you step back and look at the pattern, it makes perfect sense how she ended up pregnant again. The cycle? It never really stopped. YoungBoy pulled her back in, just to push her out, over and over again. And the drama? It's just getting started. It got quieter, until it didn't. Things took a turn for the Messier once Jocelyn's pregnancy went public, and the rumors about Yaya started spreading like wildfire again. That's when people really began connecting the dots. Social media went crazy, flooding with questions. Was NBA YoungBoy really about to have two women pregnant at the same time? Were we talking Irish twins here? Or was this just another chapter in this chaotic saga? Was this just another chapter in the same toxic cycle? Or something even more calculated? Fans couldn't stop talking, and the speculation only grew louder as both women stayed quiet, while rumors about Yaya being pregnant again started swirling the moment new videos and pictures surfaced online. In those clips, she was out in public, walking around with what looked like a clear baby bump. And let's just say, it wasn't exactly subtle, it looked pretty obvious. She didn't just look pregnant, she looked very pregnant. And that was all it took for the internet to start spiraling. People zoomed in, compared old photos, and started digging for clues. And just like that, the speculation went from whispers to full-blown belief. Because with Yaya, when there's smoke, there's definitely a whole forest fire. But the internet? Oh, it did not hold back. As soon as the rumors gained traction, fans flooded the comments, calling Yaya out, saying it was embarrassing that she was still getting caught up in YoungBoy's mess. The fact that Yaya is pregnant again while NBA YoungBoy is married to someone else and expecting another baby with Jazen was more than enough to send social media into overdrive. And, of course, here came all the smoke and judgment. People started asking the same question they've been asking for years. Why does Yaya keep letting herself get pulled back into NBA YoungBoy's chaotic mess, especially after everything that's been going down? NBA YoungBoy married someone else, publicly moved on, and has had multiple kids with other women since. Yet somehow, Yaya keeps finding herself right in the middle of it all. And this time, it might come with another baby attached. It wasn't just the pregnancy rumors that had people talking. Every time Yaya made a move, the conversation always circled back to her relationship with YoungBoy. Fans kept debating, was she still holding on to the hope of being with him for real? Or was she just too deep in this toxic mess to escape? One moment that really stirred things up was when Yaya posted a photo of a ring on her finger with the caption, "Upgraded my ring. #Masa." The hashtag? That's the title of YoungBoy's new album. And just to make it even more obvious, one of his songs was playing in the background. Fans immediately caught the drift. But to them, it wasn't just a flex. It looked like a message. Like Yaya was trying to make it clear that she was still very much tied to him, no matter what the public thought. Yaya was still trying to claim her spot, still trying to prove that she was the one who mattered the most. And after everything that's happened, people saw it for what it really was, a desperate attempt to hold on to a man who's already moved on in every way but one. But it seems like Yaya may have finally overplayed her hand when she went after Jazen. Word on the street is that YoungBoy is absolutely furious about the whole situation. And trust me, this isn't the kind of mess you want to be in when he's involved. Insiders are saying things between YoungBoy and Yaya are shakier than they've ever been. The question now is, will he finally cut her off for good and focus on protecting his wife and their unborn child? Or will he slip up, dip back into the chaos with Yaya, and try to protect their unborn child too? Honestly, knowing how messy this love triangle has always been, it just seems unlikely that this is going to end well at all. Because no matter how chaotic things get, YoungBoy has never fully let Yaya go. And if history has taught us anything, this story is far from over. At this point, it's not just jealousy, it's obsession. Yaya has been sparring for years, but going after a pregnant woman might have finally crossed that one line that even YoungBoy can't ignore. Now, the question isn't just what happens next, but how far is she willing to go before somebody finally steps in? Because if YoungBoy really is done with her this time, Yaya isn't just losing the man, she's losing the only thing she's ever fought this hard to keep. And at the end of the day, this drama isn't going anywhere.